What's going on, guys? It's your boy Storm coming at you with another video, and today we're going to talk about a game that I'm pretty sure it's piqued some people's interest. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not a PC gamer myself, but I was scrolling through my feed, I saw it, it kind of got my attention for a few different reasons, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. So I woke up this morning and I was scrolling through my feed on Instagram and I saw a post from IGN that was talking about a new MMO game that is being made. It's called The Day Before. Now, for me, MMOs have, when I was a kid, because I've been gaming since I was a kid, MMOs were like a thing. Obviously, they've always been a thing. The main one, or the most popular one, probably being World of Warcraft, but that was the only one I ever heard about growing up as a kid. You didn't really hear much about other MMOs if they were a thing. Of course, I wasn't really a PC gamer, but I checked out interviews back then, like G4 and all that was a thing, where people would watch a lot of gaming news, and you just didn't really see much about them like that. You would see other games. You see like your basically first-person shooter multiplayer games, your sports games, things like that, and then you had like your World of Warcraft stuff, but it was kind of few. It wasn't that much about it. But it seems like in recent years, MMOs have been trying to, or at least the MMO genre has been trying to blow up, and people have been trying to basically, stake a claim in that field. Like when I was in high school, Elder Scrolls Online came out. Very underrated. I like it. I enjoy it. I'm trying to get back into it, but Elder Scrolls Online came out. A few years later, we had, Fallout 76. Probably not what you would classify as an MMO. There's not that many people, per match in there, or per server, whatever you want to call it, world, I don't know, whatever it is. It's not that many people in the game with you. It's like 12 people total, I think. But it still tries to incorporate that multiplayer feel into a Destiny. If you look at the way that you have all the different people in the towers, I think back when I was in high school, it was Destiny 1, you had like maybe 24 people in the tower. You could do like 9 people per raid, something like that, and then you could just like load into a world that would have like a bunch of people in it. So Destiny was one of those games, and then obviously what I feel, in my own personal opinion, there's, everybody has their opinion. I'm not knocking you if you like it. I'm not necessarily knocking, I guess I am knocking the game, but like I said, I'm not knocking you if you like it. But The Division, in my opinion, big flop of a game. I know people who really like it, but as far as what it was supposed to be, it was a big flop. So, with that being said, the day before, I did check out the trailer. Now, this was the combat trailer. This was the combat footage trailer. This wasn't the actual trailer for the game itself, which means that it has definitely been out, or at least I'm going to assume that it has definitely, like, there's definitely been word about it out. There's definitely been people looking forward to this. There's definitely been other trailers before it, but I was just looking at the combat footage and it looked very much like The Division. Now, am I saying that it's a carbon copy or anything? Before anybody tries to say, oh, you're trying to say it's a carbon copy, you're trying to say it there. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it looked like The Division, and I'll give my spiel on that afterwards. But if you haven't seen it, or if you're just interested and you like whatever, let's just check out this video real quick. as you can see, this game is very reminiscent of something that we've already seen in the past. A lot of people have been saying it, even just in the comments of, you know, this trailer, because it's on YouTube. That's where I pulled it from. Even just in the comment section of that, everyone's saying, oh, it's just like The Division. Oh, this is bringing back E3, you know, 2012 vibes. This is basically just The Division plus The Last of Us, I think is what somebody said. And I don't like to bash a game before it has a chance, you know, before it even comes out. Are there some times where I think a concept or an idea is either overplayed or it just doesn't really have much leverage in the community? 100%. There are times like that, but for the most part, I like to give every game a chance because you never know. One of the main points for me in terms of why I didn't like Destiny when it first came out, I like Destiny 2 a little bit better, but when Destiny first came out, it didn't have enough diversified content. Most of the missions and everything seemed very repetitive. So that's definitely something that I look forward to seeing in the future of this game as it comes out, as they release more trailers, more gameplay footage, things of that nature, more you know, get more reports from like IGN, Game Informer, or other YouTubers who just have a chance to play the game and test it out for everybody's sake, just to show us, hey, this is what's going on. These are what these developers are working on. That's just one of the issues for me personally. Plus, I don't have a PC. So whether this game succeeds or fails doesn't really bother me. I will not spend money on it. I don't game on PC, I game on console. I have my own personal reasons for that. But despite that fact, when this game drops, there are always going to be people who buy it just so that they can make YouTube videos of it. There are going to be people who buy it just so that they can stream it. And nobody wants to see boring content. Nobody wants to see, you know, the same missions being done in the same way every single time. So, do I think that this game... Let me retract that statement. Do I want this game to succeed? Yes. I want almost every game that comes out. Actually, not even almost. I want every game that comes out to succeed because there's no reason it shouldn't. Do I think that the likelihood of it to succeed is very high? With the amount of people that are already bashing it online, not really. And with the track record of how games have been releasing, you know, within recent years, just using major game titles like Call of Duty and Madden, right? They pump out a new game every year. Some other games fit in this. Some other games kind of fit this narrative, but it seems like developers don't listen to their fan bases that much. They'll release a trailer, they'll release some gameplay footage, but then that's it. Whenever you have criticism in the comments or anything like that, it seems like they don't listen to their fan base. The only time a developer, in my opinion, it feels like they listen to their fan base is if that fan base is a streamer with 30,000 views per stream, and they're playing, you know, the competitive tier of said game. That seems like that's the only time that a developer listens to their fan base. I'll probably make a separate video about that at some point in time, but that's just how I personally feel. So do I think the likelihood of this game succeeding is very high? I think the safe bet would be to say no, just because of the way it looks. By the way, it looks like a beautiful game, but it also looks just like The Division, and we know how well that game did. Plus, there's just too many people that are already trying to, from what I've seen. Now, there could be many more that are praising the game, but it just seems like there are too many people who are already trying to, you know, basically throw their hat in and be like, nah, this isn't a good game. It's going to be bad. It's just the Division. It's, you know, scripted multiplayer gameplay for the trailer. There's nothing good about it. So I hope it does well, especially for the PC community, even though you guys have tons of games all the time that you can play from multiple developers, sometimes indie developers. You know, it'll be studios that I've never even heard of that make games for PC. So you guys have a wealth of games in your library that you can pick from. But I hope it turns out well. I'm gonna probably keep trying to follow it. I might make follow-up videos for this one as new details about it roll out. It was just something that I saw that came across my feed on Instagram, so I thought I'd make a video about it. With that being said, though, I appreciate everybody who checked out this video and stayed until the end. Definitely leave a comment if you've heard about this game or you're looking forward to it. If you're a PC person, obviously if you're console, unless you have a PC and a console, it won't pertain to you. But if you're a PC gamer and you're looking for it, definitely check it out. Also, follow me on my social media links. I have a Twitter and an Instagram and a TikTok. My Twitter, I basically just post daily thoughts and opinions about stuff. My TikTok is pretty much for anime skits and most of my gaming clips. Also, check out my stream at BlkStorm on Twitch. On Twitch, I have all of these links and names listed below here in the video if you want to check those out. I stream pretty much daily, if not every other day, and I will see you guys next time.